what's up, everybody? Welcome back to our channel, Red Bull Coffee and Crime. It's your girl, Red Bull. Hey, Coffee.
Hello,
How are you?
I am great.
So we have lots to talk about, everybody. Lots to talk about. Um, but not really. We started the fundraising for Kyron's PI today. So we have all the coffee left me. Great. She'll be back. So we have there she is. We have the fundraising done. We have I'll put the links in the description when we're done. It's also on the community tab. Hey Alicia, how are you? Good to see you. And we would think that this would be a good thing because for us, it's like, why not? I guess some people think it's distasteful, is what I've been told.
Well,
Um,
I don't know why this is such a big deal. Um, if we hire a private investigator, all
mhm.
they're going to do is investigate. I mean, and anything that they find, it would be turned over to LE. So
Exactly.
I don't know why this is such a huge deal.
It just makes us more suspicious of a lot of things, especially when they go after you and they try to uncover, Garnett's advocacy for addicts, for addiction. Um, she's been open about this in the past. We've talked about, her kids' lives and just everything. And it's no
Right.
secret. Norman's on.
Oh, don't.
Hey.
I am sorry. I am watching my grandkids right now. So, if you hear that,
It is
that's
okay.
kind of sort of what I'm doing.
It is okay. We just kind of didn't even plan this live, but um hey Norman, how are you?
I'm hanging in there. I've been posting our live from yesterday all over TikTok, pissing people off.
You're good at making people mad.
Well, as long as they focus that energy in the right direction and follow up on my work, and I don't have an issue.
Man, they need to put all this energy into doing something useful because they're failing at everything, and it's definitely a sad thing. We're just about to get into, Garnett has been open her whole life is an open book. The things they've posted about her advocating for addiction, they try to use that against her to, I guess, what, make you look like a bad guy. But to me and everybody else's eye, it's like you're an amazing person. You're fighting for these people that really don't get. Um,
Well, and it's just this simple. I have always worked on a moral compass. And so, with that said, I'm not ashamed of anything that I have done. Um, you know, I'm 50 some years old, and none of this has anything at all to do with Kyron. Why does where I spend my time and my energy? My children are all growing. Um, they're all doing well in their recoveries. Um, I don't know why any of that would have to do with Kyron.
it doesn't. It really doesn't. I don't
I mean,
know.
but like I said, I told you earlier, to attack on such a sensitive subject, you've got so many people in America right now that are suffering either personally or in their family with addiction. And that's what you choose. That's your battle, is because I have advocated for that in the past.
Exactly. Arctic. The world soldiers need a padded cell and possibly a lobotomy. Female lobotomy. Don't let them get to y'all. Oh my god, I missed your jokes. You cracked me the fuck up. Yeah, you guys, they try to use that against coffee. They also brought up like a rental situation where she pulled up some court papers that she thought was gonna do something, but like, you know, she
What
didn't
it
tell the whole
proves is that
story.
at 40, with my son dying, that
Yeah,
I apparently stole my own private items and missed a sheriff's sale date. That's what it proves.
it it doesn't even matter. These people are
It,
just,
it's got nothing to do. And like I said, I morally, I will go head to head with Stacy any day.
oh yeah.
Morally, I'm not worried about where my morals stand.
And they don't seem to get that. They don't seem to. It's like, okay, her posting my supposed, she thinks this is my address. I really, it's dangerous for others.
It
But
is dangerous for others.
imagine that really being my address. You're trying to dox me. You put a phone number out there that's not even mine. You put all this
She
information.
asked people to go take pictures of you.
Yeah, that's
How is that right?
that's psychotic. That's not going to make us stop doing anything. So, you know what, Stacy, and the people that are defending her, that are coming on to our page saying, "Oh, it's distasteful. Let the bio parents, get a PI." Well, how long has it been? We've been waiting for that to happen, and it hasn't happened. A long time. If we want to get one, it's not illegal. It's for Kyron. It's not for anybody else. Anybody else. I would be so grateful if people were doing this, no matter how I felt about them or vice versa. All we want to do is get this PI started and see what we can find, like what we found yesterday. Norman, you saw that. What did you think about the head janitor that we sent? Wasn't that creepy?
Yeah, and I peeped that out. I figured I didn't want to touch it. I figured we'd wait for the PI to jump in
Yeah.
there.
I mean, it's just stuff like that he can find out what's going on, or has this been looked into. I mean, this lady right now is going back and forth with me saying, "Well, what is a PI going to do? Like maybe they're just waiting to save up enough money for a real good one." No. No PI can get any kind of documents because it's an open investigation. This guy is charging 3,000 to start because they were saying, "Oh, that's too cheap. Like he's probably ripping you guys off." No, we've done our research. We didn't just go and just pick a random person and, here you go. Yeah, we're gonna give you the $3,000. Go do what you have to do. We know who this person is. We've looked him up. We've looked up reviews. He knows Harry Oaks as well. Um, just I don't get it. People, I wake up every day just like, what is going to be next?
He's licensed and registered in Oregon. Yeah, anybody can look him up. That's sort of what's so irritating about this.
Yeah.
Is why is it that, it took us very little work to find somebody in that area that could take this case for a reasonable price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we're not begging anyone. We're not begging anyone. We're not forcing anyone. We would like the community to come together to really focus and make this about Kyron. And if you could help, great. But we're not forcing anyone, because at the end of the day, no matter how long it takes us, we will figure out a way to get this money ourselves. So if you're not donating, then why are you even questioning it? What did Arctic say? After the PI finds Kyron, we need to hire him to find some of these Karen's brains. Oh my god. I don't think they could do that. I think that they're totally gone, and I don't think that's possible. I think they just lost it a long time ago. So, you guys, we have the link. I'm going to put it in the description. If we're not out here, being little tragedy pimps and this and that, we've been totally focused on Kyron's case. And we didn't come to YouTube for anything else but Kyron. But then we started going, doing different things. Um, but Kyron's been a year and a half. We've been doing this, and we've been thinking about a PI for a long time. If you feel some type of way that we didn't get permission from the bio parents, I'm sorry. But I mean, James, Terry, they posted in groups saying it's a great idea. I don't see any problem with it at all. And I'm just pissed that you guys waste your time and your energy on putting our shit out there. At least you could get your research right. Like I keep trying to tell them, I've even taken a picture of my if they put that address on Google, like they're gonna see that my house does not look like that. They called me poor because I shop at Walmart, right? So that house in Roswell where I used to live like a million years ago, it's a $500,000 house.
I
So
wouldn't even explain. I wouldn't even explain all that. You're giving them too much information.
but it's like, am I poor or am I rich? You guys are
It
just
doesn't
fucking
matter.
idiots.
You don't have to validate yourself, is what I've been saying all this time.
I know you have.
You got to understand these fleas, these termites that are keep nicking at you guys or nicking at us or whatever. They're looking for food, and the only thing you're doing right now is giving them more information to feed off of to get bigger and bigger because their platforms are this big. They ain't shit. They're just making memes. Like I said yesterday, I wouldn't even sweat these people. I like I said, my energy went in a whole different direction. I seen everything. I was watching. I seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
My energy was to repurpose what we already said and to put it out even further. I didn't even got to say nothing. I just repurposed it and put it on TikTok. I'm about to put it all on IG. You know what's going to piss them off?
Yeah.
Hearing me saying the same fucking shit I said yesterday on a different platform, on a different website.
Right.
You know what I mean? Fuck them. You know what I mean? You're not going to change their opinion. So I wouldn't even worry about or stress over them asking questions. I would have been like, oh, that question don't count. Next, who's supporting? You know what I mean? And just focus on the supporters. Fuck them.
Exactly. It's just aggravating because it's been going on so long. We knew it's gonna happen. We knew what was gonna happen, right? We knew it was just gonna get worse and worse and worse. But like, when do they get to the point where they're like, okay, they're not gonna go anywhere. Let's just focus on Kyron. More people to focus on Kyron.
They're not going to do anything until they can find a bigger fish to play with. You know what I mean? Somebody
Yeah.
in one of the comments of the videos that I did earlier, they were going back and forth or whatever, and one of the viewers said about their group, talking about the Kyron Harmon group, about they're really bougie and really have nothing to do. They're probably like housewives of that island. You know what I mean? So they have no lives, and the only way we're going to hit them is by exposing their spouses. So what we'll do is I'll find out. We'll go by one, like I usually do, and we'll just start knocking them down and expose. And I'll contact their old men and be like, "Yo, can you control your bitch? She's online talking shit, not making your legacy look too good. Because I'm about to slam you guys legally."
Oh wait, look at your. Hold on. Look at the chat real quick. That's actually from.
All right, guys. I don't know whether you can even hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
As bad as my service is, I am not any good on here right now. all I wanted to do was say, we're not going nowhere. You
Amen.
know, if they want to donate, please do. But if you feel any type of way, then don't donate.
Well,
You
my
know,
whole thing is don't do whatever you want to do. Donate to their Venmo, you know what I mean? Because I just got the information from one of our sources. It looks like they not just now. I actually just got what you guys just said, but I got this earlier too from another source regarding uh, everybody questioning the Venmo account of Biomom and her not showing receipts of where all this money has went to in the last 13 years that she's had this Venmo account up. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just saw what you said or saw what you sent me as far as the group chat and uh, I would have to agree. You can donate to whoever you want to donate to, whatever you trust. It really doesn't matter to us because one way or another, we're gonna whether a PI gets involved or if the community gets involved, one way or another, somebody's gonna find out something. So the more we keep pressing, the more we keep, making videos, the more we, keep putting people in other directions. And the more
Yeah.
we keep talking out, the more people are going to jump onto the snowball that's accumulating bigger and bigger as it rolls downhill. And sooner or later, somebody's going to say, hey, there are a lot of eyes that are looking in a different direction. Maybe it would be in my best interest as a PI or as a super sleuth or as somebody who just lives in the community or as a police officer or detective or whatever, and let me just go check the manholes or let me just go follow up on this lead with this janitor and what he's posting, what we saw he
Mm-hmm.
posted. Let me follow up on what harm can it do. I mean, the dude is talking about frogs and is wearing glasses similar to what Kyron had and all this stuff in this post. I'm a little curious too,
Yeah, he
to
was
why.
in Skyline basement. Like
I'm
just
curious to why, what's going on too. And I hate to say this, but we told you guys so. You know what I mean? You guys keep looking at Terry, but you guys aren't looking at anybody else that's really showing you. Anybody who's in the crime niche or has studied crime as long as we have, and whether you're out in the open or you've just been a fan since like you were kids watching Unsolved Mysteries, there's a certain pattern that happens with serial rapists, serial killers, serial criminals, and when they think they're smarter than everybody else, they
mm-hmm.
get sloppy. You know what I mean? And this guy is posting the same fucking frogs, same
Mm-hmm.
glasses, talking about Kyron's case 13 years later, and he isn't part of any of our groups. He's a suspect.
That's what
And you people are sitting there worrying about where everybody lives and who is scamming and who is doing this shit. We've been before we even decided to hire a PI, or before Rebel and Coffee decided to even hire or to get a PI. We were looking at other options besides Terry, and you guys try to shut us down like you guys are sleeping with these people, like you guys know who the pedophiles are, and you're protecting them or something.
yeah.
This is ridiculous. And the fact that you guys have exerted, and what's so sad is if you've exerted so much energy down this one-way street that there is no U-turn for you guys. So many years have you been driving down this one-way highway with no other turn-offs, no other options to what happened to Kyron, that you guys have been driving down this dead end. And now that something else is about to happen, you guys have invested so much in gas and mileage that if you turned around now, you know how fucking stupid you would look. So we're not, I'm not counting on you guys to do anything. Like Garnett said, like, Coffee said, I'm not counting on you guys to do the right thing. You guys
Mm-hmm.
have proven time and time again that you guys are beyond reproach on your troll tactics. You're not serious about Kyron. You guys probably drink up the money together in some fucking wine factory, spaghetti warehouse or whatever, cheesecake factory.
Spaghetti.
You know what I mean? They're probably sitting there in the house, and this is their side hustle besides their allowance they get from their husbands. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about this class, this caliber of woman. You know what I mean? All they're trying to do is find, just like on that show, Housewives of whatever. They're
Yeah.
home. They're looking to get paid off of everybody wanting to, like, look at me, look at what I say, look how I dress. I look like this. I'm this. None of you, from Desiree to the Baroness to the social worker, none of y'all ain't shit. None of y'all ain't doing nothing for nobody. All you're doing is this for yourselves. You're worried
Yeah.
about your egos. Point blank.
And you're putting people in danger. Like I said, you're putting people in danger. I'm pretty sure doing what, asking people to go take pictures and follow people and go to an
Come to Arizona.
address.
Come to Arizona with that shit and find me, or find somebody where you think I live. I guarantee you go in the wrong neighborhood I used to live in and knock on a door or try to
That's what
spy on
I'm
somebody.
saying.
You're gonna catch more than just hands. You lucky if you're gonna come here on vacation and you're either gonna leave in a body bag or on probation. I guarantee it.
Yes.
You're gonna
Roswell
fuck
is
around and find out.
not, yeah, definitely. I don't know if that area has changed since then, but I wouldn't even try it. But I'm
And
just saying,
Arizona is the last of the Wild West. You know what I mean? This is stand your ground. This is
oh
the
yeah.
last of it. We don't have to have concealed permit. You know what I mean? We can conceal
Mhm.
carry with as long as you're not a felon or a criminal. You know what I mean? Or
Yeah.
are on any kind of paperwork where you can't have a fire. You are legit to carry. You know what I mean? And I go to the range. I have a safe. I have, you know what I mean? Gun safety is what we preach because my parents are military. You know what I mean? So we've never had none of those accidents that you see on the news where kids drown in the pools or somebody shot themselves playing with something they shouldn't. That doesn't happen in a structured family. And you don't. It doesn't matter if you're poor or rich. What matters is your home training, and that's
Mhm.
what everybody's trying to calculate and say, look, there was no home training, you know what I mean, with these people. These people are just, flossing on their looks and marrying some man, and now they're online like they're teenagers acting like fucking hoes.
Well, they don't even have. Look at that face right there.
What face?
That face on the screen. I
Oh,
don't know who can marry that.
who is that?
That's that's Stacy.
That's the Baroness.
Yeah.
I thought it was a little boy. I thought it was a Kyron. I thought it was like a Kyron without his glasses, like a
No,
wow.
that is Stacy. One of
Maybe
her
it's the
eyes
pixelation.
is crossed. Like I'll have to show you a different one. It's like what are they, like a cockeye?
Did you make this meme?
No, I didn't actually. Somebody sent it to me.
This is hilarious. This is hilarious.
Somebody sent it to me and I just had to put it up there.
Yeah, that's
Um
funny. But yeah, to tell you the truth, as far as the Baroness, and the reason I don't say her name is because she's not worth shit. She ain't even on my level. She ain't even on your guys' level. So I don't even know why you're playing with her.
we're just, you know what, it gets old every single day when you
I
wake
mean,
up.
but look
Actually, you
at
know what,
your
if I
guys'
could sit
platform
here.
compared to her platform. I mean, look at you a little legitimately. Look at what you guys do compared to what she does. You know what I mean? What does she have socially? What does she have that we found online that we do not surpass her in?
Yeah.
Obviously, she's not happy in her marriage because she's worried about, and again, it's rumored or not whether they're lovers, but her and Terry, I mean, her and Biomom, you know what I mean? They've been
Mhm.
two peas in the pod since day one, but they've been accusing Terry and Dee Dee of sleeping together and all that. You know what I mean? It's like you guys
Exactly.
project so much. You guys are the
It's like everything they say about
the
us
classic
is
Sith.
really about them. That's how they, that's how they roll.
I mean, it's the classic bad guys. I mean, even with it doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on when you watch TV. Any bad guy you see on TV, whether Democrat, Republican, or whatever,
Uh-huh.
they always project and they what about, and it's like, no, what about nothing. We're looking at you two slapping asses, you two slapping wine bottles together, you know what I mean, you two not spending
Mhm.
money, you two making t-shirts and stalking and telling strangers that are just fandom of your shit emotionally to go out and stalk other strangers. That is the most Trumpian shit I've ever heard of. And if you
It
think you
is.
have that much pull and power that people are really going to die for you, you are really thinking really highly of yourself.
Oh, I mean, a couple of them were like, "Yeah, I live in the area. Like,
Come
message
to my
me.
house.
Go ahead."
I'll make you
Cause
famous.
shit, I'm. It just gets old. It's sad because this is. I mean, we don't have to sit here and, you know, um,
Go
do
back
what
and
we
forth. Yeah.
go back and forth or do what we do, but it's so like if we quit it's going to be another whole 13 years and Kyron's going to be failed again. So it's
Well, it's
like,
going to be a cold case at that point, and nobody's going to care because so much
yeah,
pop culture has happened, and new deaths and new disappearances is happening. So yeah, I think
exactly.
if a PI hasn't been called, if it's not going to be called now, it's never going to be done. All she's
Yeah.
going to do is pull on the emotional heartstrings of whoever she can until she's in her 60s and try to pimp
Mm-hmm.
out everybody she can saying Terry did it. You know what I mean? And people are going to donate to her because they feel some kind of pity, bleeding heart for her, not knowing the story. You know what I mean? And then when they do their investigation, the coffer is just going to get smaller and drier, and you know what I mean, until she has nothing to lean on, and she's going to be that cat woman in the fucking street.
Hey,
Oh,
checking.
the end is near, and I lost my kid, and talking crazy with cardboard boxes around her and shit.
Uh-huh.
So
I totally. Hey, checking. How are you? Are you still going live later with Marie? It's Norman Nix. Um, yeah, you're right. And that's why we're not gonna give up. But okay, so I'm gonna say from here on out, whoever watches this, like, I understand that you guys are like, this is dangerous. Look at what's written. Because I don't look over there unless somebody sends me screenshots of all of this stuff, right? So many people, they're like, look at this. And I appreciate it. I do. But so I can not be distracted and just not even care about anything that they have going on.
I
I don't
wish
want
they
to
would
see
do this for
anything.
me. I want a collage of memes they do about me and Mike. You know what I mean? I want them to take pictures of my face and with beer bottles and cigarettes.
Man.
I mean, I want what you have. I'm kind of jealous because I've never got this kind of attention from trolls, where they went so fucking hard in the dirt, you know what I mean, to try to say,
Thank
I
you,
hate what
love.
you do. And it's like, it actually it makes me feel good that you actually are doing this.
they
I,
they
I
won't even they won't even go after you. Like, you've called the fucking
I'm the one
CPS
doing all the
worker.
videos. I'm the
I
one
know.
putting them on there. I'm the one calling them out. I'm
I
the one,
know.
doc. I'm the one showing them the receipts. I'm the one talking the most, and they still won't. What's the most they said about me? He looks creepy. No wonder why he's single.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's been
No,
said
I'm
is
single because I have my own issues, but it has nothing to do with being creepy.
exactly.
I have
Like,
trust issues. I don't trust fucking bitches, and this is why.
and Norman's done a lot, and there could be so much more that he could do because he's just good at what he does, and he doesn't like all this fucking weird shit that you guys have going on. But at the same time, it's just gonna always keep going and going and going.
Well, I
um
think as far as the team is concerned, I'm like the typical, the guy. You know what I mean? I'm like the
yeah,
let's fuck shopping. Let's get what we need to get and get the fuck out. You know what I mean? And you guys are like, well,
exactly.
no, look at what's going on. That guy's looking at that little girl, and it's like, no, she's got a mom and dad. Come on, let's get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
you guys kind of pull me, and you're like, no, look, and I'll look, and it's like, yeah, that is kind of creepy. Let's stick around for a minute, and, you know what I mean, and see what happens. But yeah, as far as these clowns, you know what I mean. I've never seen this level of injected, adrenaline in their Karenicity. I've never seen this level. This is like triple down, quadruple down effect. You know what I mean? This is
Right.
like some crazy shit. But anytime that I've ever come across opposite, even with Alex, you know what I'm saying? How long did that last with baby Alex? It didn't even last. It was like as soon as I came out on TikTok, they, one woman and a couple of guys said some shit, and then I was like, really? And I made 2 videos showing who they were talking to, and that was it. You know what I mean? They bounced off. This one,
Exactly.
this one wants to. It's like she wants to be famous. It's like she's doing everything she can to hook onto any content creator that touches this platform. And it's like, well, you can grab onto my coattail, you can grab onto the
It
whole team's coattails, but I guarantee you aren't going to be able to hold on as high as we fly because you are not on our level. You can't hold your breath that long. You have no patience. You won't invest. You make memes. You know what I mean? You are not a content creator. No, your whole team, the whole for Kyron bullshit that they do on Facebook, that is not content creation. That's not doing anything to help or get word out. They make T-shirts and they do blood drive, or they do drives, car washes, and the money goes nowhere. It goes right to Terry or right to Biomom Desiree.
Exactly. And you know what? See, the thing is, and we always bring this up because we want people to understand this has been going on for 13 years. So before us, there was a whole group and they did the same exact thing to
Yeah,
them.
you Venmo them gas money so they can go stalk Terry. That's basically what it's been for 13 years.
Well, no, the other group, they were just like us and they scared them off. Like this whole, the little Karens, they scared the other group off. They're so every time somebody tries to make a group like us and actually advocate for Kyron, they get
I
scared
heard.
off. Nobody has made it as far as we have, and that's why we're just like, no, we're not gonna stop. You're not gonna what's the worst you're gonna do? Try to sue us, try to make us,
Well, the thing is they've tried all that, and a very good point was made through a source of mine. When I talked to about this case on the side, is that the reason why Terry and Biomom did not make it to court is because when Biomom was told in her court proceedings, for her little whatever she was trying to do to Terry, she was told to give up her financial statement to prove what her
yeah,
fucking income was, and she dropped the case like that.
because she would have
So,
had
bitch,
to.
come sue me, bitch. Bitch, your whole team come sue me. Desiree, I'll put you right on the top of the fucking list. I want all of your financial credentials. I want to see tax evasion. I want to see everything, and we will expose you for the emotional pimptress you're trying to be.
Oh, checking. I know checking convictions is another person that I met her through Arctic, and she's a really good creator. She fights for Stephen Brendan
Mm-hmm.
and I mean Stephen. What's his name? Uh, what is his name? Checking. He's wrongfully convicted, but she's an amazing content creator as well. I need to introduce you guys, but yeah, she goes through the same thing. She's been fighting for 6 years, and it's a big case. He was on Making a Murderer. What is it, Stephen Avery? Do you know who that is?
I'm not aware, but I'll catch up quick if I need to. So yeah,
Yeah,
you
she's.
know how I got like 50 million
I know.
things thrown at me. So
Well,
I
cause
I
yeah,
try to
like.
focus on like the 3-4 main cases that we're working
hmm
on at once, and then I kind of put everything else on the back burner. But
Yeah, no, but um, that's what she does, and I agree. I mean, got to stay on the path, but sometimes it's just like this can't be real. Like when I saw that meme, when I saw them asking people to come find me and take pictures, and it gets
all that's going to do is
it's
put that in their
creepy.
fandom closet so they can, play with themselves while they look at your pictures surrounding them. That's all.
Ugh,
They're just creepy like that. I mean, like I said, you're on
that's gonna make me
TV.
have
They don't got to
nightmares.
take. They don't got to take pictures of you. They can see you on video. You don't
That's what
hide.
I'm saying. What do you? She said, I want a picture, so I'm trying to see something.
I want a picture. Who
What?
is she? I want a picture. Who the fuck is she?
Yeah,
I want a
message
picture.
me. And then somebody's like, "Oh, my uh
She gonna fuck around. She gonna fuck around and get all the pictures she wants in a mugshot. Fucking around with people like
right?
this. Somebody's gonna pull that card, and like I said, come tiptoe around my way and see what happens. Bring some of your people around me, and I'll connect them right to you. I connect judges and bad attorneys to riffraff and political crimes and shit. You better check my resume. Let me find out you're fucking around and let me connect somebody back to you. I'll take your whole crew. You consider me the DA, and I'll have you on a fucking RICO act. Test me. I'll take down your whole crew. And then you know what will be so sad and so at the same ironically exquisite about it? I'll get paid through AdSense, through YouTube, and all any other monetization that I have on any other platform by showing the video.
Right. Exactly.
That's why I love these people. I'm like, you. That's why I said they're not content creators. They're not even getting paid to talk. They're wasting their time making memes and T-shirts. And they're just using people's money for emotion, for this Venmo
Mhm.
account to play this little high school game. This is like, have you ever seen the movie The Heathers, where like the
Mm-mm.
cheerleaders were like, yeah, this is like some
No.
high school The Heathers shit.
And for bio mom to be involved, have you ever seen this in a case? Have you ever seen, like, would you not expect to be like, okay, calm down, this is not okay, this is it blows my mind. It blows.
I just want to know what they think they're going to do if they ever met us in public. You know what I mean? What do
That's
they
what I
think they
was
were going to
saying
do if they ever
earlier.
came to your porch? What
I
do they think they're
wish.
going to accomplish? I mean, because even they've already sent people and confronted Terry in public on different occasions where you know, you hear people saying, I saw Terry and Fred Meyers and I asked her straight up where Kyron was and she just left the store and didn't say anything. Well, what is she gonna say? You think she's gonna break down and say one way or another, I didn't have anything, like she owes you an explanation one way or another?
Right?
Come to my house and try to talk to me on my porch. You're gonna be lucky if a camera is the only thing that's shooting your ass.
Exactly. Because, yeah, you step on the property and game's over.
Well, you got to get, not only that, you got to get around my neighbors. You got to, and not only that, you better not give me a heads up you coming into town and get ops on here because you know what I mean. Don't, like I said, I walk in many worlds. You know what I mean. I got family, friends, and all types of life, and I'm not trying to be braggadocious, but I've helped out a lot of people over the years, and not saying that people owe me favors or whatever, but there's a
No,
lot of
but
people that want to see me and what we are doing succeed because we are proven, tested time and time and again that we help people out. And even if we can't make a change, we expose so that people can learn from what's going on from the case that's a dead end. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
even if the dad fucked up or the mom fucked up and killed, we'll do a story on it to show you, hey, don't let it go that far. You know what I mean? Don't let it get that toxic. You know what I mean? And this is why. Here's where we did the background. This is where it fucked up. The
Hmm.
mother-in-law got involved and pushed them over the edge. You know what I mean? Don't
Yeah,
let your parents get involved. If you're a grown adult, handle your business. Stop letting the old folks tell you what to do.
exactly. I mean, that's when I found you, because I'm like, oh my God, I know, he really does what he says he's gonna do. And then it's just everything that you've done with, even with that one case with the judge and um what was the name?
There's so much coming down the pike that people just have no idea that I got coming right now.
Exactly.
I,
There's
I
so
haven't even
much.
told you. I got other people that are on the team, as far as my end of the team that I have on my side that you guys haven't even met yet that I've done content with that are just they're like at the gate, like bull riders, like when is it our turn to get on the podcast? When is our turn to tell our, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And all we're doing is waiting on evidence. We're waiting on FOIA requests. We're waiting on one case. I'm waiting on the paperwork to come back from NAA, not NAA, EEOC, Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, over this one case that this guy contacted me on. I got some shit to show you guys. I mean, there's so much injustice out there on every walk of life. You know what I mean?
There
And it just
is.
all needs to be exposed.
Yeah, there is. Checking says nothing. They are all keyboard warriors. Best to stay out of the back and forth and stick to the facts so people will know the truth. Stand strong in your conviction for the truth.
That's
I
why I love
agree.
what we do because all we got to do is make one or two videos and
Hmm.
it's forever echoing in time. They make a fucking meme. What is that?
I don't. I reposted it because
But what is a meme in time? You know what I mean? When you
it.
go, even if you hashtag Kyron Horman on a meme versus hashtag Kyron Horman on a video,
Yeah,
you're going to get more views on a video than you would on it. And those heifers don't want to be on video because they haven't conditioned themselves to be like us to where we can be articulate, where we're not camera shy, where we're not fumbling, you know what I mean? And we have facts and we're ready to talk. All they've been doing is talking gossiping. And that's not talk. Gossip is not talk. Gossip doesn't have facts.
yep. I totally agree.
So yeah, it's the 13 years of gossip and memes. They couldn't even come, even if they were humble enough to come on any of our podcasts, they would fumble. They would get, even
Oh
if they got emotional,
gosh.
they would collapse on video.
Hold on. Did you see this too? See, I just told everybody not to send. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. But it doesn't really matter. You guys, we are doing this, and like we just said, you guys can donate to wherever you want. we're not gonna shut this down. They're trying to get it shut down. And if it does, which it shouldn't because there's nothing illegal about it, everybody will get their money back. Um, you
Facts.
know,
Yeah.
and that's actually the bio. So
Like I said, like I said, it's a colonial Karen thing. You know what I mean? Kyron came from her fucking pussy or her uterus, excuse my French. So she's taking ownership even though she had no investment. It's kind of like a dog that takes a shit in the yard and then walks away from it, but then comes
Mhm.
back and growls at other dogs that try to sniff its shit. You know what I mean? It's like, what value does that shit have for you? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing at all. What value right now does Kyron's death or Kyron's name have for you? Venmo. Venmo
Yep.
is your shit. That's what you're growling for is Venmo. And that's what all this is about, is monopolizing on, victimized pimping. You know what I mean? And I don't even know what to call it. That's the only thing to call it. It so reminds me of my ex. You go to court and all you hear is he cheated, he did this, and you know what I mean? Or when you hear a domestic violence situation and a woman, in that Me Too, well, I went through this and he did this and he did this. And then you have to ask yourself, it's like, well, hold on. He was that bad. He was just beating your ass for breathing. What the fuck did you do? You know what I mean? How did you make it that toxic? You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like,
Oh
you're a
my
victim, you're a
god.
victim. What the fuck did you do, Terry? I mean, you didn't help out, or not Terry, Desiree, you didn't help your son. You're crying the most. You're crying more than Terry and Kane. It's because you were the furthest away from the murder or from the
Checking
disappearance.
checking said simp money. Yes, simp money.
Well, when I get off of work this afternoon, I'll pull up the account and send my money.
Yeah, because no, she said simp. Like
Oh, simp money. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see it now. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah.
victim simp beg for money. Yeah, and see, they're trying to turn it around and say, well, you speak on this about this on the bio mom. So how are you, trying to raise money for her child? Well, it's about he's not a child anymore.
It's not,
He's
but it's not even just about Kyron. It's about Terry too. You fucking
exactly.
clowns are harassing a woman that may have been the one that could have helped you find him, but you guys turned against her for $1.
And she is in love with the idea of a PI. Like, doesn't that speaks volumes? She's like, yeah, bring it on. Like, I
Well,
like
the
this
thing is,
idea.
Terry's been an open book since day one. We've done our research.
Yes.
We got more information off of Terry being an open book more than Desiree. We had to actually go and look for Desiree's information. And even when she
Hmm.
did want to expose herself in the book and by default, the divorce, you know what I mean? The book told it all because she was the one that gave approval for it, explaining about her, her trying to cope with her, Kyron's loss by spending money. It's like, well, bitch, we know your finances. You weren't working. We compared it to your divorce decree. That's why you're mad. So you have all this spending. You have all this outcome, but no income. So where did all this money come from that you were able to have this fucking spending spree? Replushing
Yep.
your house, making all these payments, but you're barely making minimum wage. And I'm guaranteed to bet you keep talking shit about everybody being on welfare or letting everybody on your team talk about welfare. I bet my left nut you're on welfare right fucking now.
Oh yeah. Because somebody wrote.
I don't don't get me started. I mean,
You didn't
these
see the
people are
post.
projecting.
You didn't see the post. She was standing in line at a food pantry. Now, there's nothing wrong with food pantries.
Not,
I'm
not
not
at
the
all. We all go
not
through
at
hard
all because
times,
I've
but
been there.
don't be sitting there
No, no,
saying,
no, no,
"Oh,
no. But she was
look at that ninja, look at that
bullying.
ninja," and you're just as ignorant as they are. You know what I mean? Don't. That's
She
look at the
was
poor people. Look at the
bullying.
poor people, but you don't want to give up your finances.
Exactly. But she was bullying the person that was standing in line with her. And it's like, bro, what the fuck are you what are
Well,
you
what's
doing?
going to be so funny is even like with the Baroness, and even with when time's going to tell. The
Yeah.
Baroness, the CPS worker, all these people. Eventually, people are going to come out of the woodwork that know them, and they're going to be like, "Yo, Norm, you had it on the head, but we couldn't say nothing at the time. But now that she lost her job, or now that she, blah blah blah, this is what was really happening." And time is, it could be a year from now, 5 years from now, but what they're doing now is not going to age well. It's not going to age well. It doesn't matter if it's going to be a month, a year, 10 years from now. If Kyron's not found, they're just going to look like bad people. I mean, just sick people.
Yeah, exactly.
You did
Um,
nothing to help that find that boy, but fucking pimp people for money.
and it's so sad. It is so sad.
I don't even want to work with him, to tell you the truth. I mean, we had that podcast, the last couple of days, thinking about working with him or whatever. I don't trust them. I just don't.
We
I
don't, and that's what I was
I
like,
wouldn't, even
it
if
it
they
was
came in there.
hard.
Yeah, even if they came, it would just be a red flag to me. Like, why all of a sudden you guys, you know what I mean? Like, they just want to come in to find out what's going on so they could, rip it apart, or, you know what I mean? Or poke holes or whatever. It's like, you guys just do you, and let's see whose ship floats the longest.
Yeah. It was just a hard decision because of everything that was happening. Then they brought James into it, and every time they bring James into it, I go in like this huge mode because James was just a child as well at the time, nothing to do with it. And they will go in. They were like, "Oh, this is part of James's idea. He's a scammer." No,
Well, the thing is,
no.
I know if I go and put energy into this, I'm going to find a bunch of skeletons from all of these women.
Oh
But
yeah.
it's at our level, we would be going backwards. It would be like, think of Bill Gates and how much money he makes per hour. If he
Mm,
was to stop on the sidewalk and pick up a $10 bill, even $100 bill, he would actually lose money because he's not thinking about the billions that he's making an hour. You know what I mean? It would be a waste of
mhm.
time for him to do that. So sometimes you just got to keep moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there is a bigger picture, and this is like one of those cases, because these people are like little $10, little $1 bills on the ground, and it's like, no, I see bigger pastures. I see businesses. I see companies that want to partner with us. I see bigger content. I see bigger profits in the long run doing the right thing now than trying to scam people in the moment for a quick buck. You know what I mean? I've been doing this too
Mhm.
long, for my reputation to be flip flopped, you know what I mean, over a one off video or whatever. Get
Yeah.
the fuck out of here. So,
That's true.
but
That's
like I
true.
said, you're always going to have those people that are going to come brand new to your platform and say, "Oh, I saw Terry, or I saw this, or I saw Bio Mom stuff, and I agree with." And they see one video of yours, and they're just, they were already oppositioned against you when they started
Yeah.
watching your content. So, like I said, let them keep talking, let them get involved in the comments. You know what I mean? Once it starts snowballing, and let the audience, you know what I mean, public opinion sway itself. You know what I mean? There's nothing we need to do but just give it a little push, just the facts, just push the facts a little bit and let everybody, think for themselves.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, them
It
trolls, the reason they're trying to do this is because they want to sway opinion, because they've been having this narrative for 13 years, literally financing their meme channel. You know what I mean?
mhm.
Their project, because it's not even content, their little project.
I mean,
So
we sat there for days before we even decided, hey, let's invite Biomom like to, help with this. We were even like, okay, wait. I reached out to Biodad. I also we made up this whole plan where we were going to instead we're going to collect money for the Kyron Horman Foundation, which is Biodad's. But and then we were going to try to talk to him about like API, and we are just coming up with all different ideas, trying to get them involved. Like we have messages for days, and
I know what I we've been
so
talking for months about this, not
exactly,
necessarily this portion of it, but as far as
yeah,
reaching out. And I mean, at one time you were in their group, you know what I mean, before they turned
hmm,
against you guys, just like they did everybody else that's in our group, for the most part.
exactly. They had people coming in. That's a whole different story. See, all of this doesn't even seem real because it's so crazy. Like you would never ever be able to tell this story within an hour and then somebody understand.
Well, the thing
It's
is, it's
ridiculous.
just so bougie. It's like, even if you were to tell the story, it's just like the Bill Gates thing. It
Yeah,
would be a waste of
a
time,
waste
because
of time. Yeah.
at the end of the 10-hour story, we're gonna look back at the never-ending story and be like, okay, where's Kyron?
Oh
What
wait,
happened?
hold.
What happened to
On.
Kyron? That's what it comes down to.
Let's
So
see
I think
here.
by doing the PI, we can, put an end to this 13-year-old, financial pity fuck that we've been dealing with.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna keep it up. We're not gonna take it down. You guys, if you wanna go, if you wanna, help us, you're welcome to. Either way, no matter how long it takes.
And I would say if Desiree and her team want to try to sue us or their attorneys, make sure you put my name, the Norman Nick Show LLC, on the
No.
very, very, very top of that paperwork, because I do want to hang that on my wall with a frame. That's going to be so good in my studio when I upgrade.
But they can't. What can they do?
But that's what I'm
What
saying.
can
I want them to do it because I know what's going to happen. Just like what happened with Terry, we're going to ask for her
the
finances,
deposition, and they're
and she's going to drop
gonna
the lawsuit, and she's going to have to pay
yeah.
her attorney fees and our attorney fees, and you know what I mean. It's going to be a whole shit show. But what's going to come out of it, just like Terry, is we're going to be infamously famous,
Oh,
and she's
you know
going to
what?
cry.
Hold on, you're gonna die. Hold on. I don't know if I showed you. Somebody said that this was a good thing because if I decide to sue for what they're doing, that I'm gonna have to bring Terry and Dee Dee as my witnesses to court. What?
Oh my god!
Somebody was telling Stacy this. Like, you should get her to sue so she can bring Terry and Dee Dee, and then they'll have to talk. Do you understand? You sound fucking
I'll say it again.
stupid.
I said it before. I say it again. Ignorant people amaze me.
Oh
How
God.
do you keep breathing? How do you keep functioning? It's like those far right MAGA idiots that are just like, everything you tell them that is not, in their bubble, they're like, oh no, the higher courts are going to get him off, or no, that's not true, he'll never touch a woman, oh no, that's just locker talk, no, and it's just like, when are you going to wake up? He's literally taking the money out of your account, and the government, the people that you don't like, had to stop him from stealing from you guys. When are
Yeah,
you going to wake up?
exactly.
The
I
woman is doing the exact same thing to everybody in that Kyron Horman group. She is playing you guys for your emotions, from the Baroness to the CPS worker to the stupid little fucking trolls that are sitting there gossiping, trying to waste their gas money that their husbands work hard for, or they work hard for, to go down and fucking dox Terry, or to look at where her new address is.
yeah.
This is like some insane. Where is Kyron? You know what? All this
Where
footwork, you guys.
is
Where is Kyron?
Kyron?
Where's Kyron?
Where is Kyron? Oh yeah, Alicia, girl, I know it's hard times right now, like, because it is for a lot of us. I'm gonna put in some later on, but sharing, watching, that helps. Like, you know, any little share helps. Every time you watch it, it helps. We are gonna put the description of the fundraiser thing that we have when we're done on the video. So, um, okay, guys, sorry, I have to run. Take care. Keep. Thank you, checking. I'm gonna message you later because I want you guys to uh talk. I think you'd really like checking. I love her. She's really good at what she does, and
You're good. I'm looking at these videos from our content yesterday because I posted 4 of them. I'm about to post the final one up here on TikTok, and so far so good. None of them have been knocked down. When I put the first one up there, they try to challenge it as harassing, but I,
wait, they harass. They try to do ours
so yeah, so
harassing.
so on TikTok, I broke up our conversation into like 4 pieces yesterday, or live, with
Mm-hmm.
the overlay that I did on my channel and stuff. So basically, I took out, a little bit of stuff, but I made them into like little 2 to 5 minute little segments to put on TikTok, and there's 4 of them all together. So I had to do them in reverse because when you do TikTok, you scroll. So I did the last one first, all the way up until when we first came on the channel. You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
I did in reverse. So far, the last, third, and second have went on there fine, and now I just have to put the first one on there, which is the intro, which shouldn't be anything because we really didn't talk about nothing much. You know what I mean? As far as anything, the
Yeah.
worst stuff that we talked about that I thought they were gonna like drill me for on, as a dispute, were these second, third, and fourth one, because we talk about her, her looking like a man. I had to beep that out actually, so they actually took it. So I didn't want to risk it. So I
That
beat that out where I
forehead.
said she looks like a transvestite and all that stuff.
Yes,
So,
that
but
freaking.
it's on there and it's picking up speed so far. So once I post the part 1 on there, so the whole little series is on there, I'm going to do the same thing on Facebook. Well, Facebook already got 2 of them uploaded. On the other on IG, Instagram, I'm going to post the other 4 on there too.
Will
So they're
you
going to,
will you put the fundraising thing up there too
yeah.
as well?
Have you made a flyer for it, or do you have the information so I can make a flyer?
Well, I put it on my community. I haven't made a flyer. I should probably do that so we can.
Well,
That's
I got to pick up the twins here at 4 in about 2 hours.
okay.
Well, hour and 45 minutes, but I also got to make myself something to eat and whatnot because I got to go
Yeah,
to work tonight because I've been editing all morning. So I try to
I'll.
edit. I try to edit in the morning. Do the computer stuff during the day when it's hot because I'm in Arizona,
Mhm,
and then at night is when I go out. And do my Uber stuff.
exactly. Well,
But
I
yeah,
can make.
so
I'll
yeah.
make one. I'll figure it out. I'll just. I guess what write a description, put the link in like a.
Well, I can do a little, I can make a little like a 30-second little short or whatever we can put on all the platforms, even make it as like a short for YouTube too. So we
True,
can,
and it
we
doesn't
can make,
have to be today, because
yeah.
it's we
Well,
still have time.
yeah, we
But
could come up with something together. And again, I don't want to put like, make this about anything negative about, the opposition or anything. I think what I want to do is
oh
make it,
yeah,
yeah, make it all about Kyron, what we're trying to do or
mm-hmm.
whatever. If you have any questions, reach out to the platform or whatever, and I'll just put
Yeah,
the link for Facebook or whatever.
that would
You
be
know,
awesome. So we can get it rolling over there on TikTok and wherever else. It doesn't wherever we can get help, we need it. I feel like 3K, you know, like Coffee said, $2 per like
per person.
3K
Yeah.
people. Yeah, that should
I'm
be
pretty
really
sure there's
easy.
people that do more or less, but either way,
Yeah,
I
I
think
mean
what you
we've
guys need to start doing too is do like how I do on my platform and like get a Cash App account where you guys just have where your dedicated followers can like even if it's a month, well, you'll get that once you monetize fully on YouTube, but you'll
hmm
get like where you can have the membership where your hardcore fans can donate $10, $20 a month, you know what I mean, just because they
yeah,
like your shit. Or you can have it on Cash App where they can just like, yo, that video was dope, let me throw you some bucks so you can help on the next video.
yeah. We'll
So
figure it out. I mean, that is a good idea, but then I don't know if then people are gonna say, "Well, how much did you get from over there?" And then how it's gonna be like all confusing everywhere. But we might do that. Um, I might do one tomorrow because I know that I said I was gonna go over the crazy fucking Jocelyn family.
oh
Um,
yeah, if you want. I'll tap in with Sarah. I believe they are off work and maybe she can come. Are you gonna do it on your show?
yeah, I was gonna do it
Okay.
tomorrow.
Do you have Sarah? Do you have Phil's
No,
sister-in-law's information? Um,
uh-uh.
I can tap in with her and connect you guys so that she can link in and maybe guest on your podcast. That way she can kind of give an update, on
Yeah,
what's going on that story.
yeah, we can do that, and we can get their story over here on our platform too, because I mean, actually, it's doing pretty good. I mean, you have it over there on TikTok. A lot of people are watching it. The videos, everybody's watching.
It's
Um,
like the number one video right
yeah.
now on I think it's got almost 3.2 million views on it
Oh
right
my
now.
God.
Yeah, it's only been a month and some change. So yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
too bad. It's just too bad that TikTok is not monetizing like YouTube. I kill
wait.
it.
Is I thought it what I thought you could get monetized on TikTok.
Well, if you do the live, but I haven't mastered it to where I tried it once and I kind of fumbled through it because it's not like how we do ours. TikTok's a different,
I used to
different.
do it like I was able to go live like when the pandemic was here because I had so many followers. But
Well, I
uh
think I think I need to do mine similar. You know how those girls, how there's all kinds of different lives, and the ones that seem to be successful, the girls just sit there with their camel toe hanging out or whatever while they're just reading a book or you know what I mean. I
uh
think I need to do something like that, but just have like my camera facing my TV, you know what I mean, or my computer, so they could see me editing a video or something like that. But I
Yeah.
can't think of a way to go live that I would be entertaining, where people would want to throw me diamonds or
Oh,
Pikachu's or
yeah.
whatever, whatever they do on there.
I mean, like story times, or there's this guy that he actually does like true crime stories, and he does really good. And he'll go on there and
Was he read like a John Grissom book or something?
no, he'll like go over like we're doing. I'll send you the information, but he'll just sit there and tell like a whole true crime thing, like basically like he's recording, but it's live.
Oh,
Like I know
okay.
it'd
So
be
he does
awkward.
basically what we do on live. He's just doing it as a
Yeah, I
solo.
mean it would
Gotcha.
be awkward because it's
Nobody to bounce energy off of.
yeah, like it feels different than
Yeah.
over here, but he actually does really good. So
Huh.
I don't know.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't
I guess
know.
that would be no different than the videos that, we make. Well, I make, on the one off, because, I do the deep dive videos by myself, where I have to look up and get on camera and I'm basically talking to myself. But
Yeah,
that's not
that's
the same thing, because I take breaks and edit. So,
see, I can't. It makes me so. Oh my god, I don't know. I need to get used to it. I need to learn how to record, edit, do all that. Mm.
like I said, fucking around with me, you're going to learn it all. So,
I know we never sit down and actually do it. I was actually going to ask you to help with a new intro video, so maybe we could do that and you could try to teach me. But when you have time, I was gonna
okay.
do a new intro.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, spice yours up. Yeah. Because yours is like a little, and I'm just poking fun at you guys, is like, reminds me of like the one you guys have now, reminds me of like the intro to Elvira.
Oh God. Oh God.
I'm just saying that
No.
when I think about your intro, I'm like, this like reminds me of a movie about to start with Elvira's going
And
to jump out,
that
because of the lightning
explains.
and how dark it is.
Oh my God, that explains everything. Arctic, are you still on here? Because you know who did it.
Who did it?
Avery freaking
Somebody who was a fan
Shannon.
of Elvira.
No, she just like got canceled for doing some crazy shit. But like she was in our little group thing. But like I don't know, a long story. But
No, tell me about it after we get off the live. But
yeah,
let me
yeah,
let you
yeah.
go.
So
So
she's the one
yeah,
that made it, but she's a little like cuckoo. So
ugh,
yeah.
yeah. Well,
But
yeah. Tell me about it later. But I don't want to put her on blast. You know what I mean, or anything like
yeah, I
that.
mean, hell, she's on blast everywhere, but I don't want to do that either. Don't come for me. Her channel's off though, so it don't matter.
All right.
Um,
Well, tap in with me after you're done, with everything and with the kids or whatever you got to do. And because, like I said, I got another hour and 30 minutes or whatever before I got to pick up my twins.
all right.
All right. I'll
All right.
tap in.
Well, thank you for coming on. Everybody go subscribe to Norman Nick Show. Thank you.
No worries.
Sorry, I just got distracted. Hold on. These messages. Okay. Um, let me see. Hold on. If she Okay, sorry. I get distracted easily. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna get off of here. Coffee left, Norman Nick Show left. Look, you're gonna see a lot of stuff, and who everybody who knows us knows exactly who we are, and what we're here for, and it's for the right reasons. Um, it shouldn't matter. It's a 13-year-old case. It shouldn't matter who's trying to help this missing now man. If, you know, even the PI said, when you do your fundraiser and you come up with the money, and he knows that we're not related. So, yeah, I trust his, advice, and there's other people's advice, and just share, please think about Kyron. It's just the back and forth is getting old. If you're listening and you guys send me messages, let's just quit it for now because I don't want to get distracted. Neither does coffee. What they did to coffee today was so disgusting. you're going to hear the worst things or whatever they think is the worst things. Don't fall into their bullshit. Um, thank you guys for supporting our channel. And we will see you tomorrow. Oh, Tina. Thank you, Alicia. Tina. Lobotomy. Oh my God. I didn't want to shoot. I was about to get off. But I really appreciate you for sharing and helping. Um, you've seen everything that's going around, but you know, you still helped out and it's for Kyron. So Alicia, you too, even sharing and watching, like we said. I'm gonna get off of here. Tina, I'll schedule a live for tomorrow so you know ahead of time. So you can come hang out, chill. Y'all give the video a like, please, and we will see you guys later.